And if I'm not wearing makeup, you don't care. It doesn't matter one iota to ya. If my lipstick is askew, I'm lucky to have a horse like you. When I say let's go for a ride, you go along. And when I'm singing while I ride, you like my song. You've got shoulders I can lean on. You're a pal who pulls me through. I'm mighty lucky to have a horse like you. Yeah.
I'm really excited to talk to you, Kristyn Harris.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for being on Equine VIP. Now, I want to ask you about your beginnings. Now, how did you start in this business?
Well, singing, you mean?
Yes.
4 years ago, I decided I wanted to learn to play guitar because I had horses and I was just really into Western lifestyle and that kind of thing. And so I kind of got into Western movies like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry.
Mm-hmm. I noticed your belt buckles there.
Yeah, so was Cowboy. So, and they play guitar, and of course I liked their horses in the movies.
Yeah.
And so I started teaching myself out of a book and singing, learning some songs, some Western songs. I had a book of Western songs, and started teaching myself, and I would practice while I was riding my horse, and my horse was pretty much the only one who would listen to me learning to yodel.
Now, you've won so many awards, and it's surprising now hearing you just learned 4 years ago, but I know that you won the Crescendo award.
Yes, that's right.
And what a fantastic honor.
Yeah, I was really honored to get that from the Western Music Association.
That's really great. Now, you are very involved in 4-H.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Is that how you got into horses, or you just grew up and you loved horses since you could remember?
Well, I've always loved horses, but my parents aren't horse people. We did have some cows, and I just begged for a horse and finally got one when I was 11. And I joined 4-H because I had a horse, mm-hmm. and got more horses after that. And so I love 4-H.
Let's talk about your horses. Now, I was really, really excited to hear that your first horse, Velvet, is a Mustang.
Yeah, she's actually my second horse.
Oh, Velvet's your second. Okay.
Yeah, I have
a
27-year-old quarter horse. He was my first horse, and he's mostly retired now. But yeah, Velvet is a Mustang. She's about 5 years old now, and she came off the range in Wyoming, and she's like my best friend now. She's sweet. She'll run up to me from the pasture, and I do everything on her. So. And
you broke her yourself, didn't you?
That's
did you just say, hey, I'm going to do that myself, or how did you learn to do that?
Well, yeah, I just really wanted to. My quarter horse, he kind of taught me a lot because he was supposed to be real gentle and didn't turn out to be quite that way. And so he liked to buck and bolt with me, and I kind of started working with him to get him out of those bad habits, and found I enjoyed that. And so I talked my parents into letting me adopt a completely wild Mustang, and it was just the coolest experience. I learned so much from my horses, and the hardest part about it was actually getting to be able to touch her because she was so wild. But Mustangs are so smart, and once she trusted me, she learned really fast.
That's so cool, and I heard you're working on a second one now, too.
Yes, I've got a second little 2-year-old Mustang colt.
Well, that's so great. Now, I see in the back of my head there, they're waiting for you to go on stage. Do you have a website so that we could follow your career?
Yes, it's www.kristynharris.com, and that's spelled Kristyn.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Kristyn.
Thank you.